What is up, guys? We made it. We are here at the Tizer Dolmen. Look at this thing. We finally found it. If you guys been keeping up with everything, you know that we were looking all day yesterday, hiking over mountains and ranges and stuff, and we couldn't find it. But we found it today. We did a little reassessment and plotted our courses a little bit better today and got out here to see this. Now I'm going to show you guys all around the site because we've just spent the last hour or so exploring. And I've found like several really cool things, but we're gonna start with the Tizer Dolmen right here. So this is the Tizer Dolmen, and it is massive. Now, I will say most dolmens that I've seen traveling around the world, and I've seen them all in person, they usually consist of 4 bases with a capstone on top. Now, you know, that one makes this one a bit different if it is man-made. Now, what really is kind of swaying my opinion upon this being some kind of accident of nature versus something that's man-made is the rest of the stuff that I've been finding around the site. And I'm going to show that to you as we go on because there's some really cool stuff. You don't want to miss that. And I'm going to walk you around and show it all to you. Now, this thing is absolutely massive. I'm going to bring you up here and show you the base of it. The base of it is very interesting. It's kind of curved in and it meets this lower base here, which is really interesting. That it sits so well there with this curved portion, and then of course it goes straight up to that capstone. Now, each side is extremely wide, as you can see, and from the front right here, you got to walk up and around to the back, so there's an elevation change from the front to the back. And it seems to have like the whole mountainside kind of just pushing down on it from the backside. Boulders and different things collapsed all around its base and the back portion of it. Now coming up here, you get a better look. I'm gonna hop up here for you down into the crevice, sorry. And also the capstone. Now the thing is massive. The whole thing is massive. And very, very cool. Now right here, I'm standing on a boulder right next to it, but right behind that, we come over here, there's something else we found. Look at this. Look at these holes. 2 circular holes right in there. Very interesting is right at the back of the dolmen. You know, if these went and connected underneath, if they were drilled through, it would look like pinch holes that you find all over the world. Places like Egypt and different areas, like everywhere. You know, these 2 cylindrical holes. Now, you know, one thing about this whole area that we've been exploring out in the Boulder Batholith region is that if any of these sites were man-made, which I'm leaning towards, there's still plenty of evidence out here that more research should be done. But whatever used to be out here is so old that everything is so extremely weathered down. You're not going to see stuff like if these were drill marks or anything like that. Different types of cuts and different things that you see at other ancient sites around the world. That's just going to be harder to find. Everything is so incredibly worn down. All right, so we've got these 2 here. Now, when we walk back up here, this is where things start to get really interesting. You have to go up this hill. There's the dolmen. Now I got to walk up this hill here, and I'm going to start showing you guys some really, really interesting stuff once we start getting up here. There is this one spot that's already kind of known, and there's a video out by a lady named Julie Ryder, I believe, and she's explored all these areas and has named a lot of different stuff here and explored that. But she has a YouTube channel called Montana Megaliths. If you go over there, you'll be able to see a lot of different stuff on her channel as well, because she has a bunch of videos out on all that. But in the meantime, let me get you up here. I want to show you the thing that piqued my interest the most before we came out here, even more than the actual Tizer Dolmen, is this nub formation, and that's where I'm going right now. I gotta work my way through all this. And I'm gonna take you straight to that right now. All right, here it is. We end up in this huge area of boulders right here. Look at that. If you're familiar with nubs from around the world, I don't know how you can get a better indicator of something that was potentially made and then weathered down over the years. I mean, these are in exact alignment with each other pretty much. They're almost the exact distances apart from each other. I'm hoping I'm getting that so you can see these clearly. I mean, this right here is what I really wanted to see. There's questions I think that exist looking at the Tizer dolmen when you start kind of debating whether it's nature or man. But this, I find it hard to believe they're so similar to other stuff around the world. And the way that they're just in alignment with each other and the spacing between them, all being identical. Obviously, they're extremely weathered down. But it's just, this is incredible. This is one of the main reasons I wanted to come out here. Now I'm going to take you guys around to a couple other things. Now keep in mind, I am going to be editing all this footage together and doing a full release video, breaking all of this down in complete and total detail for you guys. I'm just out on location right now, so you're going to have to give me some time to do all that and put all these videos together for my trip up here through Montana, including the Sage Wall and this site here. I want to be able, when I drop those video links, to be able to give you guys the locations and coordinates. So if you want to come out and visit it yourself, you can do that, because these are not easy sites to get to, some of them. I think right around here we found some scoop marks. There's one. I passed the other one, but it's okay. I'll show you when I go back, because there's a cut over here I want to see. But there's scooped out areas like this too. This is one, and I'm going to take you around to show you the other. And then show you this big cut mark that is back down here. As long as I don't kill myself holding this camera and doing all this. All right. So there's another really cool scoop mark over here that I'm going to show you guys. But first, we're coming up on this big cut in the side of the stone. So let me get up here and show you right now. There it is. All right. Like what? I mean, look at that. You know, how is that naturally made? Yeah, I mean, if you please explain in the comments if you have a theory behind that. But that is incredible. And there is the other scoop mark. I walked right past it. And this is the better of the two. Look at that. Look at the way all these kind of fit and form around. Look at that. And on that wall right there, there are the nubs right there. And doesn't that all just kind of look like, if you can imagine it, without all the weathering down over the years, how this just all kind of fits together? All the way up. This is an incredible site. I want to say, take a quick second to thank you guys so much for all the support over the last month. The channel's been blowing up and you guys have been incredible. I can't thank you enough for your interactions, your comments, subscribing, liking. All of it helps. I love doing this stuff. And every time you guys interact with the channel, you're helping to make that happen. So thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been amazing. Just being able to walk through this entire site and within 10 minutes show you a whole bunch of different examples of things that I've found all over the world. Nubs, scoops, cuts, these stacked rock formations. It's all incredible. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Because this is an absolute blast to be able to bring this to you guys. Now, remember, I am going to be editing all these videos, so make sure you're subscribed. And if you want, put those notifications on so you don't miss anything, because I'll be dropping content from all over the world. Egypt's still coming out. I've been editing those. We got this, Montana coming out. I'll be in Cambodia next month. So make sure you stay tuned. Thanks, guys, so much for all the support. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.